Hey, welcome back to Daily Hope. Have you ever heard this about the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? That they're all true, but they're not identical. They agree with each other. It's a whole study of theology called the harmony of the Gospels. And a common illustration is this. If there were a car accident in the middle of a busy intersection involving two or maybe three cars, and you had four different witnesses at different corners of the intersection, you would, as you interviewed those four different witnesses, get four different accounts that would all align and tell you one same truth from four different points of view. Well, God apparently appreciates communicating in this kind of fashion because the book of First Chronicles is essentially like another point of view that agrees with First and Second Kings and First and Second Samuel, though it's a little more through the lens of a priest or a Levite than through a historian. Also, First Chronicles really focuses on family lineage, and it traces all the way back to Adam and Eve and their connection to Noah, all the way to not just David and Solomon, but fast forwarding beyond them to the exiles in Babylon when God's people are impoverished and they've been defeated by other nations. And I want to give you two key verses for this book. 1 Chronicles 9, verse 1 says this, quote, "The people of Judah were exiled to Babylon because they were unfaithful to the Lord." So what you heard there, that was kind of the theme of 2 Kings, wasn't it? Very similar, it overlaps. But 1 Chronicles starts all the way at Adam to get to that conclusion. And that's only chapter 9 out of a book that's got, 30 chapters almost, I think 29. So here is the theme verse. It's actually about David, King David, and it's in 1 Chronicles 14, verse 2. It says this, "And David realized that the Lord had confirmed him as king over Israel and had greatly blessed his kingdom for the sake of his people, Israel." That's really similar to one of the theme verses that we saw, I think it was in 2 Samuel or 1 Kings, I'm not sure which one, but really similar. And the point is this, God is always faithful to his people. And God works through prophets, through priests, through kings, through judges. In our era, God works through pastors. He worked through the apostles. He works now through elders and deacons in local churches. God will always work through faithful people. Sometimes God's people as a whole are drawing near to him. Other times they're pulling away from him. But there's always this faithful remnant. And 2nd and 1st Chronicles were written by some of the priests from that faithful remnant. I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.